Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. We are live for the Unfiltered MUFC Unfiltered podcast with my guy, Flawless, in the building. Flawless, what are you saying, my brother? What are you telling me?
I'm blessed, fam. I'm blessed. Big up for having me, as always, man. Much appreciated. Love being on the show, as always. Always look forward to the show. Shout out to the chat as well. Make sure you're running up the likes and hitting the subscribe button first and foremost. And yeah, I'm blessed, fam. A little bit tired, but you know, the work don't stop. As you know, I ain't gotta tell you that. As shout out to I ain't gotta tell him like the international tournaments, because there's two of them. Obviously, Copa America side, and it's just been moving crazy, fam. Man, it's just been working. Like even the France-Netherlands game, I took a nap at halftime for 15 minutes. That's how tired I was. I left my duns to it. I was like, yo, I gotta lie down. I was knackered that day, and I was like, all right, let me lie down. I had a nap at halftime, and then woke back up and did the rest of the stream.
You know what it is? I don't really have naps, me, because when I wake up, I'm bare groggy, man. I'm miserable.
Yeah. I hear you.
You know what I mean? I swear down, I wake up like a miserable person, man. So I don't like having naps, man. Only unless I have to do it, I'll do it. But
it's one of them. It's last resort, but I was just tired at that point. So I was just like, all right, let me lie down. I didn't plan to fall asleep. I was just like, you know what? All right, let me just lie down. And then next thing I know, I wake up and it's been 15 minutes. I'm like, all right, let me jump back on, because I had obviously had the game on. So it was like, But my man would have held it down regardless. But yeah, my man's all good. Enjoying the football. Enjoying
bro. Listen.
Better than transfer talk.
Bro, facts, man. You know what I'm saying to you, bro? That was crazy ending. Scotland could hold that, man. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
Oh, what you want Scotland to lose?
Not really, but I just thought to myself, you know what, man? They don't have no use anyway, man. Just get out, man. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, respectfully hold that, man. You know what I mean, bro? I was trying to cheer them on, but I was like, in the end, I was like, yo, man, you man, hold that. And then Germany, bro, they do what German stuff doing it, like, you know what I mean? Last minute equalizer. And now they're top, so it helps them now to get a team who finishes in second or third.
Yeah, because they would have played. They'll play, I think, the team who are second in the Spain, Italy, Croatia group. So they would have, So Switzerland will play that team.
They'll beat Italy or Croatia anyway, man. They'll beat Italy or Croatia.
So it would have been Germany, but because Switzerland finished second, it'll be one of those two. So they have got an easier draw, depending on who. I think it's second. So which will be either Italy or Croatia.
Yeah. There you go, man. But like I said, man, we've enjoyed it, man. So big up to the Euros, big up to Double A. Couldn't make it today. Got hay fever, man. So big up Double A. Man. Get well, because it's hay fever ain't no joke, man. So big up Double A. And also Ash is going Alton Towers in the morning, so he thought he'd get a well rest. Yeah, so man. Enjoy Alton Towers. You get me, Ash, with the kids and that. So yeah, man. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Smash a like, man. 640 people. Big up Rants for the raid earlier. Large up Rants each and every time. You know, them ones there. Yeah, man. But we've got to talk about Ruud van Nistelrooy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Came out of nowhere today, man. Apparently, United have offered Ruud van Nistelrooy has been approached to be part of Erik ten Hag's new staff at Man United. Up to Van Nistelrooy, as he's also a strong candidate to be the Burnley manager to replace Company. Decision next week. Changes could take place in Man United staff, man. First and foremost, man, what a player, man. Before we start anything,
go on, get to it. Give him his flowers, man. Yeah, give him his flowers.
I mean, 150 goals in the Premier League, I think it was, or even more than that. I think he might have got more than that, but what a striker, man. You know what I'm saying? Was a poacher, but also technically for me, putting the ball down, give and go. Like his instinct as a striker is probably one of the best I've ever seen. You know what I mean? In terms of a natural goal scorer, for me, more natural than Wayne Rooney. I know Wayne Rooney scored a lot of goals, but he came deep. But in terms of instincts, Ruud van Nistelrooy was just someone says it in there, gunman. He was just
straight.
He was a maverick, generally, man.
That's it. I've said it before about Ruud van Nistelrooy, the best finisher I've ever seen at Manchester United. And I've seen the vast majority of our top quality strikers going back to like late 90s all the way up until now, and we've had quality strike. You mentioned Rooney, you get Van Persie, Cole, the list goes on. But when it comes to just one-on-one in front of goal, bad boy striker. Like you just he's not missing. That's what it was. And I believe he has the best goals to game ratio under Fergie, and that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah.
quality striker. Top quality striker. Right foot, left foot. Aerially was good as well. So like, could play up front by himself. Could play. Top quality striker. Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Shame the way it ended, man. But that's how Fergie was naturally, man. He don't know how to say goodbye, man. Fergie. Do you know what I mean, bro? With players, man. He don't know.
It's not no Disney ending, man. This ain't Disney Plus. You don't get the farewell to the sunset.
It's in January, man.
Was it a January thing?
I'm sure it was January where he left in.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it was after the Carabao Cup. We won. Did we win the Carabao Cup? But I'm sure it was January.
I remember because he was on the bench for one of them. I remember he was on the bench. I remember.
Please, my United. Let me check here. Was it January? I could be wrong.
I'm thinking it was summer, but you could be right. But I remember they had the fallout because he was on the bench. He was on the bench for a final.
I know it was like this summer. My bad.
Summer,
For some reason, I don't know why I thought it was in the winter. I don't know.
No, the reason why you thought it was that because of what you said, because they had a falling out in January, in February, because it would have been Carabao Cup times.
That was it.
And he was on the bench, like so, and then there was a whole media conversation about it. So that's what it was. But when it comes to as a striker, quality. Top quality.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying it was a problem of Fergie, but he didn't know how to like really transition players on. He was just ruthless. He didn't really like it. I know that's the name of the game, but he didn't put only players in C. It happened with Mark Hughes. It happened with Yap Stam. Who else? Roy Keane.
Roy Keane. It happens with, and you would like it to be a better transition and players to get a send off and the right way, but that's just elite level sport. It doesn't go that way, unfortunately. No. But the fans still hold them in high regard. So all them players that you mentioned, minus Paul Ince, because man went Liverpool and captain Liverpool and all them things there. Outside of him, all of the other players you mentioned will the fans hold in high regard. I still hold Ruud van Nistelrooy in high regard. I still hold in high regard. Yes. All these players who left, whether it was and it wasn't in the best circumstances, I still hold in high regard because of what they did for the club.
Yeah, facts, man. But there's a lot of people that are saying, why would Ruud come to be a coach at Man United? Like, where do you see this? Because I'm like caught in two minds. A lot of people are putting their conspiracy theories in there. They're saying, this is a successor for Ten Hag. This is the guy that he's going to be the interim while they find Southgate or whatever it is. Bro, I'm just like, you know what it is for me, I'm not believing anything. Like today, this news came out, I didn't even react to it on Twitter. I didn't even react to it just in general. I was like, I'm happy that he's here, but I was thinking about the fact that Højlund, me, because I was like, we got a bad boy striker and we got a guy struggling to become a natural striker. So you know what? We've got a guy who can help him out. Benny McCarthy was that guy in the first season, but then for some weird reason, his role got reduced. I don't know why, but you barely seen him. You kind of, the camera wasn't on him anymore. Before they were putting the camera on Benny McCarthy. Oh, look at Rashford. He's rejuvenated thanks to Benny McCarthy. But as soon as Rashford ain't scoring goals, there ain't no love for Benny McCarthy.
There's no love for Benny McCarthy.
You know what I mean, bro?
That's what it is. Nah, I get exactly what you're saying. With what you're mentioning, that was my first thought when I seen it. Why would Van Nistelrooy join the Manchester United coaching staff when one, you've been a manager, you've had some success, and he's been linked to the Burnley job, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So why would you then go to a coaching role? Because normally it's the other way, where players will retire, be coaches, then maybe you're an assistant, then maybe you get an actual manager role. So why would you be a manager to then come be an assistant, not even an assistant, and be a coach at Manchester United? Like, that's what I don't get. And people with the conspiracy theories about, it'll be interim. It's the type of, shout out to my guy Sheik. It's the type of thing Manchester United would do. Wouldn't surprise me. If he left and then it's like, all right, give it to Ruud till the end of the season. So that could happen. But
I'm not here for that. Makes no sense. From his point. Man. Even if he became the Man United manager and they couldn't find someone else, I wouldn't be with that, You see why for me? Because it's like you're going against what you actually believed in terms of like you're going for Tuchel, De Zerbi.
They've already done that with keeping Ten Hag. They've gone against everything they said.
True.
Was it not about playing possession-based football? Was it not about being on the front foot? Was it not about getting Manchester United back to where they belong and putting the Manchester back in Manchester United and then you keep a man that had such an awful season? So they've already gone back on that.
Do you reckon it's from Ten Hag's kind of? Because I remember, didn't Ruud van Nistelrooy come to the training ground the other week? Was it a couple of months ago? He came in from training. Or was that Van Persie? I think that was Van Persie.
Van Persie. Yeah.
Van Persie?
I think it was Van Persie. The chat will know better than us.
Yeah, I don't think has Van Nistelrooy come to our training and done a bit of like, because normally they come in and they try, you know what I mean?
But you know what? It actually would make sense. Like you mentioned it there, from a striker perspective, who better to learn from than Ruud van Nistelrooy? That's one thing that Manchester United, big up to JJ. That's one thing Manchester United don't do. Like that's happened many a time. We'll be talking about, or they'll be on Sky Sports, and Dalot or Aaron Wan-Bissaka will be getting criticized by Gary Neville. Why is Gary Neville on Sky Sports criticizing Dalot or Wan-Bissaka? And I'm not saying people that he shouldn't criticize them. I'm saying, why is he not on the training pitch with them? Why is Paul Scholes on Instagram talking about Maino, talking about how good he is and how he's better at his age? Rather than, I'm not saying he shouldn't do that. I'm saying, why is he not on the training pitch with Maino? Like, and they don't necessarily have to be in a full capacity, but something. Why don't we utilize all the former players we've had in regards to giving advice? They don't even necessarily have to be on the staff. You know what I'm saying? Implement something. Gary, like, wild. All the issues we have in midfield, and you got Paul, Roy Keane criticizing central midfielders. Again, rightfully so, because our midfielders need to be criticized. Why has he not been consulted? I'm not saying consult everybody, but at least some. Like Ruud van Nistelrooy makes sense from a Manchester United perspective. Yeah.
But the fact that they say like a coaching role, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's a little dig at my man, what's his name? Steve McLaren. Because they're making changes. Steve McLaren. But to be fair, we lost Eric Ramsey, but he was a defensive coach, innit? He was a defensive coach.
Yeah,
I think he was.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, we lost him coaches. This is how just disconnected I am.
He was more like, you know how when you have set pieces and that. I'm sure he was a set piece coach.
I'll tell you now. I would just Google this.
Yeah. I'm sure he was. Let us know in the chat, man. Let us know in the chat. Nah, I think Ineos just kicked an out because the options out there weren't that good, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think it was set piece coach.
And you know what? That's lazy. That's like saying, I'm going to stay with this girl even though it's a terrible relationship just because I can't get no one else.
Yeah. Really? Man, Van der Gaag, it might be this brother here that might be, because he was always linked to a bigger role, you know, man. He was always linked to I'm sure he got linked to Ajax and that, you know what I'm saying to you? Yeah, and maybe he's good enough. You know what
Ramsey was a set piece coach. You were spot on. Ramsey was a set piece coach.
Bro, they know what's going on. They know that, bro. We're not coach, man. Ineos know. They're now giving my man help. But if I'm Ten Hag, I'm like, yo.
So let me ask you, like, do you think so? You don't think this is a Ten Hag move? You think this is Ineos?
I think it's Ineos move.
Like saying, all right, let's go and get Van Nistelrooy. You think that's on Ineos?
I think it's 100%.
So you're saying Ten Hag's lost that much power that he can't even have his coaching staff with him? Because that's one thing managers do. They'll take their coaching staff with them everywhere they go.
Yeah. No, 100%. I agree. You know what I'm saying to you? So I don't know if they're trying to say to him, we need more help in terms of the coaching. For me personally, you know what I'm saying to you? But people could put two and two together and be like, yeah, but he's Dutch and Ten Hag knows this player and that player. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But I think they are trying to mix the coaching stuff. They want to re-energize it, man, because it has been flat. You know, we don't look well coached. We see it every week. We don't look. They've said it they've said it here. Changes could take place in Man United staff. So right now, in our staff right now, we have Van der Gaag, we have Steve McLaren, who I still don't know what he does. I'll be honest with you, man. He's just there for the vibes, innit? You know what I mean? Like, Broski, I swear down, I don't know what he does. Do you get me? He's the kind of guy that, you know, when you just have a problem and that you don't want to speak to the manager, you can speak to Steve McLaren, innit?
Oh, he's
I'll hear you out.
Go-to guy. All right,
yeah, he's a go-to guy. He's the one that's obviously a bit more. Do you know what I mean, bro? And maybe they're going up to him, but I reckon Steve McLaren will be one that's kind of ushered out and be like, you know what? We don't really need you here. Darren Fletcher, bro, he's there for the vibes, bro. How could he? Remember Ralph Fletcher's still there? Fletcher's still there, man.
Doing what? Because he lost his technical director role.
That's what I'm saying.
Is he a coach now?
Bro, I don't know what he does, man. He's the one that brings the cones out and that, bro. Do you know what I mean, bro? You know the man that brings the cones out. He must be that, bro. But Ralph Rangnick came out and said, "Yo, I don't know what Darren Fletcher does. We don't know what he's done. Yeah, we don't know what he does, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Like that's why Ineos have come in and be like, what the fuck's going on here, man? Like,
what's happening? We don't know what's happening.
Who's what? And also, Bear Man have got the same job role. You know what I mean? You know them ones where you're like, Bear Man are doing the same job. you know what I mean? When it's one role, it's not
It's one
3
role,
man,
you got
one
Varane
role.
in the job.
Do you know what I mean?
But that goes to show how much power he's lost if that is the case.
Yeah.
If it's not him making a decision and they're saying, all right, we're getting rid of your coaching stuff. We're getting rid of coaching stuff and bringing in coaching stuff. I'm sure he has some form of input, but if he doesn't, that's crazy. Because I don't think that ever happens, to my knowledge. Because like I said, managers, they take their staff wherever they go.
Yeah.
That's at one man per cone. So why is it? Again, you know what this sounds like? This sounds very much like a mess. This sounds like our managerial search. That's what this sounds like. Like going to get, like, surely coaching, there's no transfer window. This should have been done and sought out. All right, these are the coaches we're keeping. These are the coaches we're getting rid of. These are the targets we're getting into.
Yeah.
Everything just sounds, I'm not going to lie, it don't sound good.
Do you know what I mean? For me, like I said, I think for me, I big up Rants in the chat. They're bringing in their interim manager. Broski, I get it, but you know what it is with me? Yeah? I don't know, man. But then again, it's like the way Ten Hag spoke up behind their back, do you know what I mean? And revealed everything. Do you know what I mean?
Talking about when he was on
Yeah. I'm sure Ineos told him not to do that. You know what I'm saying? Same way they're now saying, yo, okay, say no more then, innit? You know what I mean? We're gonna bring some people in. And obviously, Ten Hag, reality is that he will accept that because at the end of the day, it's more help for a minute and whatnot. And they're Dutch. So they're gonna get along.
Will he accept it? Do they get along? Will they accept it,
bro?
No. Will it cause issue? That could. Let's think hypothetically.
Has Ruud ever spoken about United lately?
This is totally hypothetical. What I'm about to say. Say he isn't Van Nistelrooy's choice. That could create friction between the two of them from the jump. If I'm the manager and and coaching staff are being put onto my staff and I have to work with them, who I do not want, that has the potential to cause friction. Same way buying players for me that I don't want, for example. Yeah, it's very. It don't sound. I don't remember. Again, maybe the chat knows. I don't remember this happening at any other top club.
No,
coaching staff is picked by somebody else. That's one thing a manager really has a lot of say on.
Yeah. There's no Ineos like this manager, bro. You know what? You don't move me. Yeah, this is why for me, quotes, and watching videos, are two different things. Did you watch the Ineos interview?
You know what?
I'm still asked the question about. Let me try and bring it up, man. The question.
What did he ask him?
There's the guy, business guy, asked him about keeping Ten Hag in it.
Oh, is this when he was talking about the United being like the third biggest waterfall or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I only seen clips.
Yeah, there it is. Look at the way, because for me, when the quotes came out, it felt like everyone said, "Yo, man, look at this, man. They're backing the manager." But look at the way that he answered this question, though. It was like one of them where it wasn't convincing to me. Personally, this is how I interpreted it. But obviously, everyone's up to their own.
Why did you keep Ten Hag?
Eric? Because he's a good
man.
Why did you keep Ten Hag?
Eric?
Bro, you know who the guy's name is, man. Wasn't Eric?
There's another Ten Hag.
Bro,
there's another Ten Hag. There's another Ten Hag, man. It's not like there's another Ten Hag out there, man. Like,
bro,
what we doing? Man's fully aware, man, of who you're talking about. That's crazy.
My days. You could tell he wasn't ready for this question.
Yeah, he didn't like the question. He didn't like the question.
Bro.
He did like the question.
Because he's a good coach.
Yeah,
he's a good coach.
Yeah,
he was very good at Ajax, and he was actually.
I suppose what I'm getting at is does the success of Manchester United come down to the choice of the coach?
I think that's the man in the street likes to think that the coach is everything, and so everything. The world revolves around the coach. And maybe it did in the days of Alex Ferguson, because Alex Ferguson was more of a general manager than just a coach. He was a lot more than that. But if you look at that 11 seasons in Manchester United, we've had a whole series of coaches, and some of them are very good ones. We've probably had 7 coaches, and none of them have succeeded at all. So you can't ascribe the root of the problem to the coach, can you? It's the environment in which they're working.
Yeah. I agree with him that last part there. You know what I mean? We've had good coaches, and it's been the structure in it. You feel me? Like I agree with.
That's not all helped, but all them coaches, I've said this before. All them coaches, one, knew what they was walking into, getting the job, and number 2, didn't do everything they were supposed to do. We're not saying go win Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues back to back. I'm not saying that, but we're saying there's basic things you should do. You should be able to do. There's basic things you should be able to, like. being tactically aware, having tactical nerves. That's
Facts.
nothing to do with structure. I've said this before. I'll say it again. All of my issues with Ten Hag, all of my issues with previous managers, is nothing to do with the structure.
Yeah,
nothing to do with the structure. And he did well in his. The crazy part about Ten Hag is he did well in his first season.
Did well.
He exceeded all my expectations. Exceeded all my expectations. So if he can do that with that team, and then you spend more money and get more of your talent and go backwards, it's like, what are we talking about here? But he wasn't expecting that question. No, he wasn't.
He weren't.
He wasn't.
You know what I mean?
He's a good coach.
You know what it is? Like, a lot of people have been like saying, like, "Yo, man's a politician, man." You know, this Jim Ratcliffe. You know, like he's on bare shows, he's on bare like podcasts and that, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's out there, man.
Ownership, Manchester United, man. Of course you're going to wear that. Everyone wants to talk to you. Once you're involved at Manchester United, just as a player, never mind part ownership, of course people are going to want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Of course people
he's active. But a lot of people, because I've said, like, when you become hot property, you have to kind of speak for the first couple of months in it. And then after that, you can then kind of like say, yo, man did the podcast in it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you can kind of go into the background.
You can wind it in.
You talking, but it's like, get to work.
Yeah, bro.
I don't like what I've seen so far. Get to work, and I don't like what I've seen so far. Even, and I mentioned this in regards to the managerial, the whole circus and how that went. I didn't like the method and the way we was going about it. But if we would have got to the right result, I would have been like, okay, I didn't like the method, but we got to the right result. I don't like the method or the result now. So I'm like looking at, and I was already looking at Ineos funny anyway, and Jim Ratcliffe funny. But does he speak very well in interviews? Absolutely. He does, but put these things into action. Why are you talking about Manchester United being a talker,
man? He's a very
he's a good talker. He is. He talks very well. Talker, like, he's smart, and like the things that he says when he's responding to stuff, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But why are you talking about Manchester United being a waterfall? How about fix the roof? How about fix the roof?
What about the Real Madrid?
You have the ability to do that.
What about the Real Madrid comments?
When he said, what was it about Real Madrid about? Was it their net spend? Was that
their net spend? Basically, we spent $1 billion, and their net spend.
We spent it poorly. He's not lying about that. I agree with. We have spent it poorly. That I agree with. No doubt about it. We have spent that.
He's rattled Newcastle fans as well. He's rattled Newcastle.
What was Dan Ashworth thing? What did he say about Dan Ashworth?
Yeah, now basically saying that they're taking forever in it to decide in it. Do you know what I mean? But then Newcastle fans say, well, hold on a minute, you're not paying the money. Well, United are like, well, we're not paying no 20 million. Do you know what I mean, bro? And it's the same Newcastle fans here that were celebrating when they got him from Brighton. Remember? Because that man's been, listen, this guy's not a loyal guy, man. It's Dan Ashworth, bro. He just goes and hops to different jobs, innit? But they were celebrating when he left Brighton, and Newcastle fans were moaning then. So while all of a sudden when the shoe don't fit in it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't.
Because it's all well and good when it's you taking an employee from somebody else to join your football club, but when the roles reverse, they think he's worth X amount. We don't think he's worth that. So now we're at a standstill. Is he not on gardening leave?
But the thing is, I'm hearing the gardening leave is not till for another year and a half. How long is this gardening leave?
Wait. So what is currently going on with the situation?
Bro, so basically he has to go to court first of all. He has to go to the is it the court of arbitration? I don't know where it is.
It'd be like the sporting court of arbitration.
Yeah, so basically it's like a more of an employment court. So you can say, yo, listen, hold on a minute. These guys are basically infringing my rights and etc. etc. And obviously, when you're the employer, they will side with you anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, courts always side with the
because it's never happened before where I can think a club has wanted like someone from the club's hierarchy, a director of football, a technical director, and then they can't agree compensation.
Yeah, 18 months. That's it. They stuck him on an 18-month gardening leave, the contract.
Oh, so he's probably saying it's he'll probably say it's unfair. That's
what because basically, did he not like resign anyway? Did he
Why
not?
Can't you just resign?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't get.
Hey, someone in the chat, you might be more knowledgeable. Just
my
resign.
man, he left. What's his name? Jason Wilcox. He resigned.
So resign. What's the issue? If they can't reject your resignation, so resign. Like what we doing out here? You might lose out some money.
If you thought that he did some ill practice or whatever, because apparently he leaked emails and whatnot, then sack him, innit? That's another argument that he made. Well, why don't you just sack me then? Because it looks to me that I've apparently broken rules. So sack me then. So, you know what I mean? He's not even official. Like, I don't get it. Like, make one. Like, set a fee or right, let's negotiate and let's come to a compromise and whatnot. Like, what you doing here, man?
If that's the case, he could just resign. Because they can't reject a resignation. If you say, I'm resigning, you can resign.
And they wanted Fingy as well. One second, someone made a comment here. He's claiming that they put him on garden leave without telling him first. Breaking employment. There you go. That's what I was trying to get to.
So that's probably why it's taking so long then.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. This is all very messy.
And that's very messy.
Just handle the resignation.
You can't just put man on garden leave. Do you know what I mean, bro? You don't even know what's happened.
If that is true, but they'll deny that. 100% they'll deny that. They'll say, nah, we didn't do that.
It's just weird, bro. And they tried to get my man from Dougie Freeman. They couldn't get him. Now they're salty now that they couldn't get Dougie Freeman from Crystal Palace.
Palace, yeah, he's at Palace, yeah.
So it's like, bro, man. For me personally, I'm one of them, like, if you want a guy, do you know what I mean? Go and get him in it. And I don't know, do whatever you need to do. But then again, it's like, they don't want to spend that sort of money.
I get them not wanting to pay X amount of compensation. That I understand. What is confusing to me is just resigning.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, Dan Ashworth is working for Manchester United.
Yeah,
of course he is.
Yeah,
of course.
All my Barada the same.
He's definitely in the WhatsApp group. He's on the Zoom calls, etc. If he could resign, he would have. I'm sure it's more tricky than that because Wilcox resigned when Southampton didn't accept the offer we made for him. Yeah, so that's what I want. No Randstad, if he can't resign, what is the issue?
Yeah,
that's certainly not right. If he can't resign, what is the issue?
What's the issue?
What is the issue? Does anyone in the chat know? Because see, this is what Manchester United guys doing, man. Breaking down law, breaking down sporting law. For a director of football, for a DOF.
It's crazy. For me, bro,
my head hurts, man. My head hurts.
Yeah, he said, and the thing is, Ratcliffe is saying, I'll wait. He said, I'll wait. So unless he knows that he's got Omar Barada there and he's got Jason Wilcox, does he actually need him right now for this summer?
He's like, technically, you don't.
Do you know what I mean? Like, technically, you don't really need him this summer.
Because if he's working, he's just working without the title.
Yeah.
He's just getting he's working for us and getting paid by Newcastle.
Saying players can't just resign, but that's different for people who are staff.
Yeah, players can't, but we're saying staff can because Jason Wilcox.
And that's the thing. Staff and players have different jurisdictions.
Managers can do it.
Yeah.
Managers could, like Ten Hag we see all the time, managers could resign at any point. Same way coaching staff can do it at any point. Players, their contracts is different.
Ratcliffe probably saying he'll wait so Newcastle pay out. They'll be paying his big wages for 18 months and they could be spent. It's just petty, man, from Newcastle. That's all it is, let's be honest. Yeah, it's United. They're not paying their money.
I just think they want certain bread. They want 20 M's. We don't want to pay it, so we're at a standstill.
But how much did they get him from Newcastle, though? From Brighton? Let me see now.
Check it. Yeah. Check
Newcastle signed.
This is all crazy, man. This is crazy.
Do you know what I mean? And they put in a flipping. You know, this is crazy, but Man United tax is real, man. Has agreed to join Premier League club. 1 second. No, does it say? But they got him anyway.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Newcastle finally announced this one here. I got the thing here. It says Dan Ashworth is to become Manchester United sporting director after the club finally got him. Amanda Stelvey, 8% stake. Okay, resigned at Brighton, who confirmed his role in the position, but insisted they would see out an extended period of gardening leave. Okay, cool. Protracted negotiations have taken place amid reports Brighton wanted $5 million compensation to release him from his contractual obligations, and deal had been struck. So yeah, around $5 million they wanted. Then they now say they want 20. It's mad, bro. It's crazy, man.
Yo, this shit don't
5 million to 20, you know. That's crazy, man. Yeah, 5 million it was. That's mad, you know. It's crazy, man. 20 million, you know. For a come on, man. What are we doing here, man?
They try to get that money. They try to get that money. And if I was Newcastle, I'd be like, all right, cool. Why not? If we think he's worth 20, he's worth 20.
But you know what it is, though? You know what it is? You've also got my man, what's his name? The other British guy, man.
Who?
Oh, what's his name, man? Ralph Rangnick wanted him as well.
Oh, you talking about Paul Mitchell?
Paul Mitchell, yeah, Paul Mitchell. Yeah, you got him around. I think he's still around in that, but
they've decided, United have decided Ashworth is our guy. They've decided that Dan Ashworth is their number one target. There doesn't seem to have been a number two target. They feel confident of getting the deal done. They seem willing to wait. I believe he's working for, big up to Adewale. I think he's working for Manchester United now as we speak. First, to keep it stepping, to be honest.
Ineos a penny pinching. Listen, you know what it is though? With this PSR and whatnot, like you have to be smart in it. At the end of the day, man, I don't know how much money United have got at the minute, bro. I'll be real with you, Flawless.
Talk about
I don't know how much money we've got. I don't know what's in the bank. I don't know if we have to sell a lot of players. I believe we have to sell before we can buy. That's why I want to sell. I don't know if these guys have got that money like that, you know, man. I'll be real with you. Like, I don't know. I don't know what they're willing to pay for. I don't know if they're.
I've said it on your show last week.
Is it smart? Is it smart what they're doing?
I said it. Yo, they just trying to cover up. They just trying to not show their hand. And this is me saying this. Manchester United have more than 50 million to spend. This happens every summer. It happened last summer. I remember the conversation being Manchester United are on a sell to buy model. Manchester United have no Flawless. Ashworth can't do any work for United because of legal issues. He can be sued if he'll be found out. That's why they don't. Big Benz, you are right. It is illegal. However, they'll just make sure we don't find out. That's what they have to do. Just make sure they don't find out. Oh, you had a phone call with Dan Ashworth. Yeah, we weren't talking about any deals or anything like that. Of course it is. Keep it on the low.
You're getting
burner phones that you break. You know what I'm saying? The flip phones and that. But back to what I was saying. Manchester United print money. If you think Manchester United have money to spend, this whole thing, it literally happens.
Spending Europa League though, but that's the Glazers though.
Yeah, but people have said, I remember it vividly. Oh, Manchester United only have 50 million to spend. I
don't believe these exaggerated reports, by the way, because I see something about 35 million at the start of the summer.
Manchester United will spend at least 150 million this summer.
150.
Bare minimum, Manchester United. We always spend money. When don't we? What's the sum? What is the sum of Manchester United haven't spent north of 100 million? Probably probably the summer when we signed. Who was it? Fred. We got Fred and somebody else. Fred Lee Grant.
Fred and Lindelof, was it? No. Fred Dalot. Fred Dalot and
Lee Grant.
And the keeper. The keeper. Lee Grant.
That was probably
plus. How much was Dalot? 19 million?
Something like that. So what we saying?
Dalot for? Let me check now. United. I get these likes up. There's 1,000 people in here.
What is there's 1,000 of you lot locked in, and we ain't even nowhere near the likes. I don't even know how much we're on, but I know the likes ain't liking. Let's run up those likes, people.
No, that was when he signed a new deal.
Yeah, well, back to the point I'm making is Manchester United have the money. Ain't we spending 50 million on the new?
Yeah, 19 million. I was right there, man. 19 million.
So you got the spot on. So what we're saying, it was like, let's say
70 million.
Let's say 70 M's. That's the last time we spent less than 100 million.
Less than 100 million.
Was the third season.
Sure? No, David Moyes. We spent 27 in the summer.
Yeah, but that was previous. But yeah, that was like previous. I'm trying to say the last one was the Mourinho one. Yeah. That's the last time we haven't spent more than 100 million. Yeah. So yeah, it's like United will spend. The money is there. United are not broke. You know what? Same way Chelsea are not broke. These clubs don't want to spend big.
Chelsea are not normal in their heads, bro. They're there. Yeah, I swear down there.
Maybe this look. Hey? But like I said, it's the point I'm making, people, is it's a choice. If Manchester United want to spend big, they will spend big. The money is there. The money is
Ineos are so tight. The thing is, we want to know what Ineos's plans are, man. Like, is it like to like, you know what, we trust the youth and we want to build a couple of players for the youth in, or are they willing to give these players another chance? Like, what, you know, you never know what their plans are.
And on that last comment, do you think the Glazers are not putting money still in? Of course, the Glazers will still release money.
Not what they would do before, but they're putting in.
Like they are involved in, because obviously the Glazers ain't putting money into the club, but they're involved. They get final say, is my point.
Facts.
They're still involved. I don't believe that solely it's on Ineos and they get to do what they want. I think the Glazers are involved in these decisions. They have someone on the committee, I presume. Again, this is me just guessing. I say Ineos may not have bread like that, but United will spend money this summer. And if they don't, I think it's a choose. I think they choose not to. But I don't think we're on a buy to sell model. I don't think Manchester United can't spend money, but hey, we move.
Big up LSE sizes, big up Saeed Flawless. Question for you, Bob. Which are 3 transfers, position, and 3 people must exit from the club in the summer? And are Ineos too hyped Three in, defender, attacker, midfielder, in it. Like, if you had to be three, you know what I mean? And obviously the 3 players out. I mean, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, I don't know. You know what I mean? You're looking at maybe recuperating money from Sancho, if you're being honest with you. So, and obviously Greenwood as well. Greenwood's in there as well. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's one of them, man. Like, we don't actually know yet, like, what clubs are coming in for. I think it's a bit too soon. But the Greenwood thing should get done within, I reckon, next week, man. You'll see something big happen, or maybe this week. Sorry, next week. Yeah, this week coming up with the Greenwood. You know what I mean? But I think we finalize that around 40 million. United should get fleeced by that one. Get around 40 million for that one, and then obviously Sancho, depends on what the situation is in it. Like, if
you should be able to get a decent amount. United have assets to sell where you can get a decent amount. I think Greenwood and Sancho, those two combined, that's 70 to 80 million. That's it. Yes. But in regards to the 3 players, 3 positions, I agree. It's because it's the spine of the team. Centre back, central midfielder, striker. Because we need first choice in all 3 of those areas. In regards to 3 must go, Maguire, McTominay, and Lindelof.
I heard news about Wan-Bissaka. He verbally agreed to go to a club in.
Is it not Turkey? Is it Galatasaray?
Turkey, yeah. Apparently verbally agreed to go to Galatasaray or something like that.
Yeah, cool. Let's get him going, man. We need to ship. But that is one good thing I like about this summer so far, is the amount of rumors circulating about Manchester United, about players leaving. So yeah, Wan-Bissaka's verbally agreed. Cool, get him gone. A lot of these players need to get gone for different reasons. Sancho needs to be. I want Sancho gone for different reasons than I want Wan-Bissaka gone. So let's move on players who are not going to be here, and let's move on players who are not useful to what we've got going on. So yeah, Wan-Bissaka, bye. I was like,
we paid 50 million for Wan-Bissaka, man. That was mad, bro.
50 M's. It seemed like a decent. It seemed like a good deal at the time.
Yeah, I know. You know what I mean? Like, now you're thinking, flipping out, mate.
Feel like a good deal at the time, but hey, hindsight's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, hindsight is a beautiful thing, man. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
Wonderful thing.
Yeah, Luke Shaw as well, man. Luke Shaw, bro. I swear, man. Bro,
rather than Lindelof, let me replace that. Luke Shaw, that's my thing. Yeah. Maguire, McTominay, Shaw, bye.
I think he's cooked, Luke Shaw, man, because, they took him to the Euros, and apparently he's still not training yet, He's still not training.
It's special for you, that's what that is.
Bro, it's mad. You had Tyrick Mitchell. You had
Doughty.
Who else did you have available?
Doughty. Luton,
yeah.
The Luton wing back.
Bro, like, what the flip did you not take him for, man? Do you know what I mean? It's crazy, bro, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's the same guy who said we can't replace Calvin Phillips.
Bro, nah, he's mocking it, man. He's actually mocking it.
I said, wallahi, he's mocking it.
Wallahi, he's mocking it, man. I swear down, bro.
All that talent you have, you got John Stones, you have Declan Rice, you have Bellingham, you have Eze, you have Palmer, you have Foden, you have Saka, you have Harry Kane, you have Watkins, you have Foden, you have Tony, and you cannot put it into Trent. But you can't put it together because you don't have a Calvin Phillips in the squad. Make it make sense.
Nah, bro, I swear down, bro. Anyhow Southgate ends up at United, mate. I'm done.
But he's not foolish enough to do that. It wouldn't surprise me if we went.
Bro, if they're foolish, I think, yo, man, I think I might just, you know what I'm saying, man.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Lifestyle channel pending. You know what I'm saying?
Lifestyle, is it? Just a life.
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle, you know days there. That's what it is, man. Lifestyle, what is it? Culture and lifestyle, man. That's it. That's what you should run with.
But the short thing, man. I generally think for me, we're low key, like, you know what I mean? He's done at United, bro. But he signed a new contract, man, till 2027, man. Do you know what I mean? That one there. I think United will regret that one badly.
That is before Ineos, and that's how they need to look at it. Like, forget. And then I spoke about this about them being ruthless, which they've not done with the manager, but they need to forget how long people's contracts are, how much money they're on, etc. That's not on us. We have to evaluate the squad and see who's worth keeping and who's not. They can't be bound to he's on X amount. Like, I know if they deem Luke Shaw not good enough, move him on. Same with any player. Because we see how they did. Moran got moved on. Move him on.
Can they come in, man, Southampton, and get him back, man? You know what I'm saying? Like,
we'll anybody, man.
Get the squad back. I heard Lallana's come back, man. Get Luke Shaw back. Get Ricky Lambert back. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man, 100% running back with all them, man. Get Mane back from Saudi. You know what I'm saying? And
Mane back from Saudi.
Yeah, I don't know where Schneiderlin's at.
Oh, he is, Nah, big up to Tom. it's Phil Jones reloaded, like genuinely. You're not gonna see him now about. And Phil Jones here, I remember Ollie gave him a 5-year contract or something like that. Daft. You remember when he signed the contract? I'm sure he signed the contract under Ollie.
And
we see this again.
That's what
Phil Jones
annoys me so much about Manchester United. Why are we signing players to deals that people are not banging down the door to go get? Why? Why are you tying them up like people are gonna come and try?
Yeah, bro. Remember this?
Like same with Phil Jones.
Look at this. Bro, he got a contract till 2023, bro. And that's 2019, bro. I got a 4-year contract,
Phil Jones can't believe it. Can't believe his luck.
He can't believe his luck, brother.
Like,
do you know what I mean, bro? Now, and you know what's mad? It was interim Ollie as well. That was the interim Ollie.
Oh my
do you know what I mean? They were giving out contracts then, bro. It's madness, man. Do you know what I mean? I swear down, bro. Like, we were cooked, man. I don't know what we was doing then, man, but it happened, did it? But like I said, with the shorting, yeah, it's like, United need a left back anyway, man. But you know what? I'll be honest with you, man. The left back situation is a bit of a sticky one because this Kirkes is not really impressed me, man, in the Euros, man. I know a lot of people, like, he's done well at Brighton and Bournemouth, etc., etc. But I'll be honest with you, Kirkes hasn't really interested me. Who else is out there? You got 8 Nuri, that is possible.
I need to double check that, but I know he gets injured. I've said this before. Just go get Robinson from Fulham.
Oh, you like it?
I'm a fan of Robinson. Yeah. I'm a fan of Robinson.
Yeah.
Like, go get him. He's already been in the Premier League, so you don't have to worry about him adapting to the league. I don't think he'd cost an arm and a leg. I think he would definitely want to come to Manchester United so you can unsettle him and get him for a decent price. Just go get him. Go and get, you know what I'm saying, Anthony Robinson. Just go and get him. It's really that simple. And it's not.
Who's Anthony Robinson? He's a good player, but I feel like he uses his power and strength more than his kind of.
Yeah, but I think he has both. I think he's technically good enough. I watch him. I'm impressed. Every time I watch him, I'm impressed.
Later on, USA, we'll find out again.
Watch him like physically, you've got it in regards to the attributes. Technically, you have it, and mentally, you have it. Why not? Because he wouldn't. To me, I don't think he cost a lot. It's not like I'm saying, he's going to cost 80, 90, 100 M's. I think you could get him for 50 million, 40 million. And I think that's a steal. And I don't think I don't think fullbacks are that too hard to find. Go get a fullback who's athletic.
Yeah, that's true, That's true.
Spurs did it with a doggy. Go get a fullback who's athletic, technically decent, calm, non-injury prone. I don't think that is tough. Spurs went and got one from Udinese that nobody was talking about, Destiny Udogie. Now he's one of the best fullbacks in the league. If we did a
that one there, fair play to Conte, man. Because was it Conte or Pratici? Pratici found him out at Udinese.
Find him, but that's the point I'm making.
Udinese, man.
There's no value in the market. Foolishness.
Yeah.
Absolute rubbish.
What left back has impressed you in the Euros? Any left backs impressed you in the Euros? The Germany one's impressed me.
Theo Hernandez, but I already knew about him.
You already know about him.
I already knew about him, but there's no one else that I look at and I go, yeah, you stood out as a fullback. Because if it did, I'd be like,
the chat if anyone's impressed you.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, see,
the one from Turkey, but he inverts though. I don't know if
Yeah. I'm not trying to see all this inverting. No. Fullback that overlaps.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, we need an athlete.
Raum, he plays for RB Leipzig.
That's it. He's set up the goal
rubbish.
Today.
Saying okay, Harris.
He played well today, but I wouldn't go and get Mill. I wouldn't be like go get Mill Schlag. But he did well. He played well today. It was a good outlet today, and Rome set up the goal for the equalizer. You can go get a fullback man out there. It's not
Dallo, man. Come on, man. You got to give him that Martinez tax, man. That any manager that plays under a shit manager, I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm trying to say, like, I think for me, you know what it is for me. I think the Belgium left, but he's a centre back though. The Belgium guy.
Who's the Belgium left back? What's his name?
He's a left back. He's a centre back apparently. Man said Cucurella, bro. We could have got him in January, Cucurella, if you wanted him.
Leave him at Chelsea. Leave him at Chelsea. I want nothing.
Calafori.
This guy, decent Italian accent, but he's a centre back, Calafori.
Yeah. Apparently, they're saying that he can play left back as well.
I don't want that. Go get specialist. Go get an actual. We need a left back. Go and get a left back. Don't bring me a kind of a left back. You know what I'm saying? I need a car. Don't bring me a bike. You know what I'm saying? In there. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that was a bit of a dead example. I can't lie. Give me. You want a specific car? You want a specific car? Give me a special car that I need.
Okay. I'm asking for a 5. I'm asking for a 5-door, and you bring me a 2-door. Is that better?
That's fair.
There we go. So you didn't like my analogy.
Yeah.
Is that better? There we go.
Yeah.
Well, you understand the point I'm making. You know what I'm saying? I need a big family car. You know what I'm saying? 7-seater. And you bringing me a Ferrari with 2-seaters and no beat.
You don't have no use for that shit.
You know what I'm saying? There's no use for that, man. I can't go shopping with that. You know what I'm saying?
Malacia, broski, we need to know what happened to him, man. I think he got locked up, man. I think he went jail, man.
I think that what?
Bro, allegedly.
What?
I think bro, Quincy Promise.
He went jail. You know what you just said, fam? You love a good old conspiracy theory, don't you?
Bro, I swear down, man. I don't know what it is, man. The guy came with a jail braids, man. Do you know what I mean, bro? I swear down, bro.
This guy's
Quincy Promise. Do you know what I mean? Something up and down there. United kept it under wraps and that. You know the was, bro. I'm telling you, he came out with the jail braids and that. Fresh home. Malacia, fresh home.
Maybe he just had maybe he had setbacks with his injuries. I think he had setbacks.
He probably did that. He had setback with his
injuries.
Again, we don't know what conditions coming back into, man. Like, genuinely, bro.
Yeah, we don't, but it was good to actually see him because he was at the FA Cup final, right? He was there because he was pitching.
He was there.
Okay, so get him back playing, get him back training, playing. We got Europa League, Carabao Cup, etc., and just get him game time. And if we can get him back to the level he was at, good squad player, solid squad player. But we need a first choice left back regardless. Whether Malacia was like available or not, we need a first choice left back, so he shouldn't change.
Bro, it's mad that Malacia, we actually hijacked him, as well. Remember from Lyon.
Yeah, it was just an injury thing. I like Malacia. I think for 12 million, I thought very good business.
You know what?
I watched him and I went squad player. I was like, yeah, you are what is required. He was, if people forget that, he was 12 million.
12 million. Like genuinely. Yeah. Should have kept Alvaro Fernandez. I know, man. I know.
So you're a fan of Alvaro Fernandez?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because I know what your defender choices are like, Saeed. You know what I'm saying? In particular.
No. Left back ones, I'm quite good on that.
Are you good? Are you good on the left back ones? Hey, chat what you lot saying about that. Saeed, is he good with the left back choices?
Yeah.
Hey, Saeed TV community, let me know.
Fernandez, though. I don't know. I would have worried about his physicality in the league, though. That's the only thing I would have maybe worried about. Could he have coped with the physicality of the league? Because he wasn't he wasn't built in that kind of way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Obviously, you develop and whatnot and you get better, but the physicality of the league, do you know what I mean? Would he have coped with that? Do you know what I'm trying to say? But technically, bro, yeah, he's a quality left back. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. There's so many priorities, man. It's like the centre back situation as well. You know, that one there is a mad one. Like, I don't know what's going on with his Bradford situation, but I think the second bid will come in, I reckon, this week coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that one there, you don't want to mess around with. But then again, has now the situation with Van Nistelrooy helped a little bit in that regards? Do you know what I mean? Like, because now Bradford, you know what I mean, he might want to force a move. Before he was like, yo, I might. But now that he knows Van Nistelrooy's coming in, who's a former coach there, he might want to even...
Has Bradford been coached by Van Nistelrooy?
Van Nistelrooy, yes, at PSV.
Oh, he's at PSV?
He was on loan at PSV.
Okay.
On loan. Yeah.
So you reckon that's what it is? Is it all a conspiracy theory saying?
But no, I'm not saying conspiracy theory, but I'm saying like that is a good, like, you know what I mean? That's a good situation there.
Bradford can chat to him, but I don't think Everton depends actually because they're supposed to be in FFP trouble. So what is the price they're looking?
Apparently they're not, Apparently they're not. Man. Yeah, I was watching David Ornstein podcast the other day, and he was saying like everyone thinks that Everton are in trouble with financial issues, but they're not as much as what people think they are. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Like, and with this whole PSR thing, right? Probably USA have scored a goal, right? Big up USA. But apparently,
that shit just kicked off at 11 p.m. What?
Yeah, they scored in 3 minutes? Fair play. But with the whole PSR thing, it's getting a bit ugly though, man. This whole PSR thing, because now look at Villa selling one of their players to Chelsea for 20 million, and then Ian Matson goes to Aston Villa, and then you know what I mean? Like, it is getting a bit dodgy. I'm seeing Calvert-Lewin go to what's it called? To Newcastle. Do you know what I mean?
What Calvert-Lewin's going to Newcastle?
Apparently they're in negotiations right now.
Yes. Isak. I mean, you know what that means? One of them strikers is leaving. So it's either Isak or Callum Wilson. If they're going to get Calvert-Lewin. One of them is leaving. That's a strange move. Calvert-Lewin. That's a strange move. I don't get that.
Yeah, apparently they're sorting something out there.
I don't.
So that's again another strange move to help out with maybe the PSR issues and whatnot. So
I don't get
everyone's helping each other in that regards.
I don't.
You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. That's how it's becoming. It's not, you're not breaking the rules, but you are kind of low key like bending the rules.
You're finding loopholes. That's
you're finding loopholes. And this guy here, this Todd Bowley guy, is pissing me off, man, because he's actually coming to Premier League and got people in to find rules to bend it. You know what I'm saying? And to be fair to him, he's doing all right at it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, it might be scattergun, but they actually find the rules to sell off their assets, sell off players that they need to sell off, buy players that need to buy, and then go around it like that way. So United, Ineos, I don't know if they have similar issues with PSR, but you got to find these loopholes, sell
what
well.
Exactly is PSR? What is it?
It's basically profit sustainability rules. I think that's the name.
Okay.
I think that's what it stands for. Profit sustainability rules. Do you know what I mean? So what you making?
Hold on, carry on. One second. Bear me back in one second.
Yeah. For example, Newcastle now, they don't make enough revenue, I think, for me anyway, as a football club. So now they're struggling financially to make profits. Yeah, I don't know what they made in terms of the Champions League. They would have made at least around 40 million Champions League money. But when you look at their actual club, you know, are they known as a global club? Are they making enough revenue? I don't think they are, guys. I'm being true, honest with you. Like, maybe they got a little bit of a spike in what you call it in Saudi Arabia, but is it enough to be kind of be like, yo, like we're generating enough money, TV money? Are people invested into Newcastle? That's something as well. Do you know what I mean? You got to look at in that regard. So I don't know, man. I genuinely don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking about there, like Newcastle not making enough bread, basically. So now
is that what it is?
I was thinking, right, these guys have got they're richest owners, but now they have to do according to PSR, they have to manage that and navigate
all these rules for just like I've said it before, say it again, and I've used that phrase a lot. If you got rich owners and they want to spend billions on the squad, let them spend billions on the squad. Now, should laws be in place to protect the club so you don't have a Leeds situation or a Portsmouth situation where the club goes into debt or worse, goes out of existence? Put those things in place. But the Newcastle owners are rich. If they want to pump $1 billion in one window into Newcastle, let them. That's on everybody else to combat that. This high-level sport, all these rules and PSR and financial fair play, and what's fair about football?
Bro, it's true, man. It's true.
Like, what's fair? Like, it's never been fair. Like, again, I don't get it. Hey, I wish we could sell them out, but
I wish, man. You know what I mean? It's
stuck with
I don't know. I just think for me now, it's like you just got to be smart now, man. You know, clubs United have to be smart now. Find a way of selling Casemiro to Saudi Arabia. If you know what I mean?
I think that's an easy sell. I think that's an easy.
I hope so. I hope so.
I don't think that's difficult.
You know what I mean?
I don't think that's a difficult. If United actively want to sell Casemiro to a Saudi club, I think that is an easy sell because they try to raise the profile of the club. I mean, raise the profile of the league. Sorry. And if you have a player of the profile of Casemiro, that's an easy sell.
Yeah,
exactly. That Harris, Mountains is just, people were like, all right, sure. But it's not easy, but it's easier to go and recruit players if you have a system. Because then you recruit profiles. You don't need individual names. Yes, Saeed, me and you will sit here and others will say, oh, who do you want? And we'll suggest names like when we was talking about the left backs, but I'll suggest the left back. You'll suggest the left back. So will the chat. Well, however, how are we trying to play? What is the profile of said left back? Then you don't have to go for an individual. Shouldn't be individuals. I've said this, profiles over names is what it should be from the hierarchy. Now, will we go that way? That is the big question. Do I trust these men? No. Not in the slightest. Don't trust them.
Yeah, man. Like I said, they've literally, Chelsea have literally sold a couple of their players now. They bought a couple of their players. But they'll sell well as well. And that's something that they've done well, to be fair. I don't know how much they've generated Todd Bowley in terms of sales, but they've actually sold well. United now, big problem that United have always had, man, is not being able to sell well. They've not been able to do that.
Because
Daniel James, when is the last player that you thought, wow, man, we got a big money out of him? Maybe Pereira got 15 million out of him.
We don't, because when players die here, they die a horrible death.
That, bro,
That's why.
exactly.
When players die here, it's not just
That comes down to the fans as well, you know. As well, the fans as well, you know. I'm telling you now, the fans don't help as well, even including me, because we like, the stocks are just gone. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's because we're Manchester United and you're under the spotlight 24/7. So any bad game you have is going to be magnified. The same way
wages as well.
Same way, wages too. Same way, if you're good, that will get overgassed. If you bad, you're going to get overly criticized. That don't happen at too many other clubs. That's why it's so difficult for us to sell. Because players, and because we've been so unsuccessful, the players are here 2 or more seasons, you're going to die a horrible death. That's why everyone's reputation is when they leave. No one leaves here with a good rep. Who leaves here? Who has left here with a good reputation? Even look, Sancho's a prime example. Talented baller, but is he leaving here with a good reputation from a footballing perspective? No. Forget all the stuff with Ten Hag. He's not leaving here with it. Whether that's his fault, whoever's fault, that's a whole different conversation. But I'm just using him as an example. Whoever we sell is not going to be Casemiro. He's had one bad season, but because of how we've set up, you see what he looks like. He's not leaving here with a good reputation. Who is? Whether it's a Luke Shaw, whether it's a Maguire, a Lindelof, the list goes on, McTominay. Now, do I believe all these players? Most of these players are not good enough, no. But they still shouldn't look as bad as they do. But who knows, man? United for you.
Yeah, Varane probably the only one that has his health.
Varane, and people even tried to crash on him.
Yeah, innit?
Even tried to crash on him. People
that was a Sky Sports pundit, Sky Sports journalist
trying to crash on Varane. Like Varane's not.
Yeah, man, he's trying to say, Varane had
this season
5
and last season.
Like, bro, what the fuck, man? Even the De Gea thing. Let's be honest, man. Like, he had a good career at United, but the way he kind of,
it's because you know what it was. The fall off was bad. The drop off at De Gea was bad because football evolved and he didn't evolve with it. Because I've said this, when it comes to just goalkeeping things, it's calm. Like when it comes to just goalkeeping things. However, like goalkeeping duties, should I say, so like saving the ball. But when it comes to all the other stuff you need to do as a goalkeeper,
even Cristiano Ronaldo, when he deep it, like, I mean, it was meant to be a fairy tale. You know what I mean? Like,
it was never, exactly. And people, it was never.
Disaster,
it was always going to end like a disaster. That was one of them. The plot of that, everyone thought it was going to be great, and it was like, yo, this is a terrible idea from the jump. Look at our team.
Even this here now, you know what I mean? Martial, like, bro, if you didn't think he was part of your plan, at least get some bread out of him, man. Get some change, man. Get a little 20-30 million from him.
Should have been sold.
Do you know what I mean? I'm seeing Arsenal, at least they sell their players. Like, you know, what's that striker they sold for 20-odd million?
Who?
Man, what's his name, man?
What is somebody just gone? You're talking about?
Nah, he went last season, a striker, man. Not Eddie Nketiah, the other one that wanted opportunities, and he went to France. Is that Monaco?
Oh, Lacazette. You're talking about Lacazette?
Yeah, Balogun.
Oh, Balogun.
Hey. Even Eddie, look, my man now, Reece Nelson, 20 million, they're saying. He's 24, hardly played for Arsenal. Smith Rowe will go for around about 20-30 million.
They'll get decent money for it, but Smith Rowe's actually had some good performances for Arsenal. There's still that conversation about what he could be. Whereas Manchester United, people just, like I said, you die a horrible death here. That's what it is. You die a completely horrible death here. That's it. That's why.
Yeah, that's why. It's actually true, you know, man. It's actually true. You actually die, like, bro. When you go down, like, it's you go down, man. Pause, but you know what I mean, like. Pause on that one, yo.
When you go down, you go down. Hey, yo. Yeah.
I don't go down. You know what I'm saying? Man, don't do that stuff, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you, man, chill with that one. But, yeah. Yeah, let's take a little ad break. Let's take a little ad break, guys, man.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, just to kind of change the question. What are you saying about the Zirkzee situation, man? Because I feel like we're just chasing a brother that don't even want us, you know?
Right, what makes you say that he doesn't want to join Manchester United?
Because from what I'm hearing, his actual favorite option is AC Milan.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's his favorite option. But United are interested as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I hear that. which he's in that league already. So him going to AC Milan, maybe he's comfortable in Italy. Maybe he wants to stay in the league. It could be that. Maybe it's the Manchester United project. So I wouldn't go as far as to say he doesn't want Manchester United. I wouldn't say that. Maybe he's looking at it and going, all right, what's actually going on over there? It could be that. Again, a lot of this is a lot of speculation and a lot of guessing. But I wouldn't go as far as to say he doesn't want to join Manchester United. He just has a favourite option.
No, but for me, I just don't want to do this little drama thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? To like,
I hear you.
Because
have we actually offered him personal terms yet?
No, because we have to deal with the agent first. The agent,
so we're talking
agent fees.
Yeah, so we got to talk to the agent. We got to talk to the player.
Yeah, it's a release clause. You don't have to really negotiate with the.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's got a release clause. So,
34.3 million.
It's been a week. Talk to the agent. Talk to the player. Try and get a deal done and keep it stepping.
And the release clause is only valid in July, I think. Let me just check here.
Oh, so we got time then. If it's only valid in July,
July till what is it here? 1 second here. I'm not sure. It says here. Yeah, something about basically his I think it's 1 month anyway. It's 1 month.
Okay.
But apparently his priority is to join AC Milan, basically.
Okay, and if that's his priority and we talk to him and he doesn't want to join Manchester United, we keep it moving. I don't really see that as an issue. That's going to happen. When you're approaching players and trying to sign players, there's going to be times where players go, oh, no, I prefer to move to another club. Cool. It ties back into what I said just before. Profiles over names. It shouldn't be go and get Zirkzee because it's Zirkzee. No, he's the profile we want. All right, so go and get whoever else is on that list that provides what Zirkzee does.
That's what I want to know. Who is saying? Who is saying?
I don't know a lot about Zirkzee, but I'm hearing he's a second striker and he can play as a second striker and he'll link up play. Like he'll do that false nine role. That's not impossible to find. Because it should be Tony and because we need two strikers anyway. Because the only senior Martial's gone. We have one senior striker. We should have two strikers anyway. It should be a senior striker and then it should be another one like
one, man.
And it's three.
But also,
it should be three.
But you know what it is though? Like normally you kind of be like, yo, man, like they want him. They want him. Like, do you believe like United want Tony like that? Like, do you think it's like one of them where United are looking at Tony? Like, normally you kind of see like, you know what? Like, I don't know if that kind of feeling is there. But then again, we don't know if it's Ineos making the transfers or it's do you know what I mean? Like,
it's Ineos. I believe so. It's Ineos. I believe that I don't think it's on the Glazers. I don't think it's ever been on the Glazers in regards to them. I don't think they identify players. Obviously, they'll have final say, and they may like give some form of input, but I don't think they're going out there identifying players and saying, "Oh no, we don't want such and such. We want such and such." And I think that's been on the managers previously. Those managers have been the ones to say, "Yeah, I'm in control of who we get." And if you look at Ten Hag, he got who he wanted. If you not got who he wanted, you can tell by the players we identify as players he wanted to be here. I don't think the Glazers went last summer. All right, yeah, go get me Mount and Onana. And Højlund. No, same way Mourinho got certain players, the same way Van Gaal got certain players, etc.
This would be criminal, Harris, man.
But we need to. But yeah, with Tony, it's all gone quiet. So I'm just hoping it's out of the blue thing, and it's like, oh, Manchester United make bid for.
Yeah, made a bid. I don't personally believe United even for Tony.
I don't think we are either.
You know, what I mean, I don't believe. You know, I don't believe United are looking at Tony. I don't think they even bothered. Like generally, I don't think United are in that. It's Zirkzee, and then it'll be one of these random ones, like maybe Guirassy or, do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we need a senior first choice center forward.
Yeah,
we need a senior. And when I say experience, they don't necessarily have to be like 29, 30, but we need someone who's 24, 25, who's had some form. None of this potential. We need quality now. Højlund's there. You can put him in the potential bracket. A Zirkzee or someone like that, you can put in the potential bracket. We don't need potential. We need a certified striker. Even if it's a false nine, we need a certified to as you said that. Bro, go get a certified false nine.
Cunha, said it, man. Go get Cunha.
Cunha. I'm not with Cunha. I'm not.
You don't have Cunha?
Nah. I look at Cunha and I go.
He runs a channel. Technically, he's very good, man.
To lead the line.
Yeah, but I think he's done it well for Wolves, you know, man. I know sometimes playing him too, but I think he's so good, man. He's so like selfless in the way he kind of makes the runs, open up spaces, the 1-2 give and go. Like, Yeah, man. I like him, you know. I like him. I genuinely like the way he kind of moves about, man. Like, he's a good, like CF that United could need, man. Something different, man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know. Personally, for me, but then again, I'm more, you know what it is for me, though? I'm more concerned about our wingers than our striker, man. I don't know what it is for me.
Okay, why is that?
Because ain't wingers like the heartbeat of the attack, though, when you deep it? Like, yeah, the strikers are what makes attacks possible, yeah. But look at the way football's evolving now. Like, wingers are the creators now. You know, they're not like, you know, when you look at the wingers that we're right now in Europe and that, like, they're the ones that get the most GA. They're the ones that are most involved. They're the ones that are, you know what I mean? Like,
I guarantee with all those wingers you're talking about, the center forward is crucial to how they play.
I get that 100%.
So that's why it is, and then it also depends on how you're playing.
Yeah.
Why are you playing? Are you playing a system where the striker gets most of the goals? Are you playing a system where it's the wingers? Are you playing a system where it's more shared? Are you playing a system where it's a false 9 thing and the striker drops in? Like, what are you trying to do? Because then you can go and get that. And the strike everywhere is a priority. Are our wingers good enough? Absolutely not. I think our wingers forget our wingers. I think our whole attack is shocking.
Yeah.
From the 10s to the strikers to the wingers, take out the yellow. I think our attacking options are.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible.
And they struggled this season just gone, and the season before. And even before that, I think there was one season before that where I think 3 out of our last 4 seasons we failed to crack 60 goals in the Premier League.
That is haram. Well, that is bad, you know.
I think so. Let me
bro,
check that.
You know what it is? Yeah, a lot of people get on to me with Garnacho, yeah. Or like, bro, like Garnacho, at least, yeah, he's making things happen, yeah, and he could give you something, a bit of dynamic kind of like feeling up front where, you know what, it's a bit exciting. He's getting in behind. There's some sort of movement. Ahmad, you got as well, but is Ahmad going to get opportunity? Anthony, bro, I'm done with that guy, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if he's going to improve. Do you know what I mean? Like, Rashford, it's like, bro, is he going to turn up next season? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
yeah. With Rashford, because it's one bad season, one good season. So you know what? He is due.
He's due a good one.
He's due a good season.
However,
I'm just checking it. Goals. We've cracked 70
goals, man.
We've cracked 70 goals once in the past 5 years.
Goals.
Now, I get you with Garnacho. The problem is he's limited. He has good acceleration, and that's the problem. He has good acceleration. And if you don't, in particular in the Premier League, if you're playing out wide and you do not have great physical attributes in terms of acceleration, in terms of sprint speed, in terms of great agility, great balance, because that ties into physicality as well. If you don't have those things, you will struggle. When you look at all the wingers that are successful in the league in the past, let's just say 2 seasons, they all have those things I mentioned, or like 3 out of the 4. You need to be acceleration, sprint speed, agility, balance. So important. And then, of course, you add in the mental attributes like, for instance, decision-making, etc. Of course, you need those things as well. But it's important. That's what Garnacho lacks. Like, he don't have enough tricks. He's got no bag. He's got good acceleration, and that is it. Everything else then from him, you mentioned there, is he's a willing runner. And
you know, as well, they don't complement each other as well, you know. Like, you know, normally, like, at least with Man City, yeah, like, you know what I mean? There's a bit of balance in there. Like, you know, one might do something different to the other. Or with United, it's like I don't see them as team players. They're not, like, the forwards are not team players. Apart from Ahmad and maybe Sancho, but then again, Sancho ain't here yet. So it's almost if like I got to remove from the situation. Bro, I don't see I don't see them being team players, man. Do you know what I mean? They all want to shoot. Like, Rashford wants to shoot on sight. Garnacho wants to shoot on sight. You know what I mean? Anthony,
that ties into the mix, yeah, because you're gonna have attackers who are shoot first, and you're gonna have attackers who are pass first, and that's why you need a blend. Because you can't have all pass first attackers, and you can't have all shoot first attackers, and then that ties into a system which also ties into some form of plan, which we don't have. You know what I'm saying? See, man, running jokes, and that's
they're running jokes, man. They're running jokes, man. Yeah, you were about Havertz and them man there, bro. You know what I mean? What about that?
He's woeful today. He's woeful today,
bro. But this is what I'm saying.
We do need better.
We do need. I think this Elise thing was. A lot of people said we didn't need Elise. I get it, yeah, but I still think
no, we did need Elise. However, we need a right winger regardless of just signing Elise. So if it's not Elise, go get a Kudus. If it's not a Kudus, go and get somebody else.
You're gonna get a Kudus. No chance.
No. But I'm not saying him. But I'm talking about skill level. I'm saying go and get a player of that skill level, of his talent. Is the point I'm making. Like, because we need, it's not one or the other. Our whole attack is awful.
Yeah.
We need first. I think genuinely, we need first teamers in all three positions. We need a first choice striker, we need a first choice left winger, and we also need a first choice right winger. Because I rate Diallo, but I think it's unfair to Diallo to be relying on him all season long.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair on him at all. And I rate Diallo highly, and I think he should be a part of it.
What about this deal with Juventus? Get a deal where you say 20 million plus Chiesa or something like that.
I like Chiesa, but again, it ties back into what I've been saying against Saeed. And this is why I'm so tired of these conversations, but we gotta have him. What's the plan? Don't just go and get Chiesa because he's Chiesa and we look at him and go, he's a talented player.
That's true as well.
Is Chiesa, is he playing left wing? Is he playing right wing? Who is he gonna complement the other attackers around him? What is the plan with Chiesa? We did that with Sancho. Sancho was a talented player, still is a talented player, but was talented and sought after. And it's like, all right, let's just go and get Sancho. And then we bought him and didn't have a plan for him after chasing him for 2 years. I'm tired of this, just no plans and just go, oh, such and such is talented. Let's bring you to the football club. What's the plan? I'm saying, you just like, I don't know, you running a restaurant and you're like, all right, I'm just going to go get top chefs and then don't have no equipment for top chefs. Can't get the ingredients that's even better. You can't then go and get the ingredients for that chef to cook. You can't go get him top ingredients, so then he can't make 5-star, 6-star meals, which you want him to. Again, man said it there. No, not necessarily expensive. You don't have to, just to go and get free. It's not necessarily you have to go and buy expensive. You don't necessarily need to go and get players. What did he say? I think, was it 100, 150 M's? He said
150, yeah.
They don't necessarily need to be free players for 150 M's. You could go sign free players for.
I wouldn't mind a demo, you know. I'll be real with you.
You could literally go get a striker for 40 million and go get 2 wingers for 30 million each. That's 100 M's. But again, it ties back into scouting. Go and scout these players and go get a system that fits.
Frimpong won't leave by Leverkusen right now. I don't think so.
Because he's a wing back, right?
Yeah, this Rabiot gimmick as well, man. Like, stop this, man. I see this rumor again. I swear, if we get Rabiot, man, let's end the whole thing, man. Swear down. Bro, if we're doing a whole summer saga of Rabiot again, like, miss me with that bullshit, man. Like, genuinely, man. I don't know, man. I don't want no Rabiot here, man. I'll be real with you. And then people say, it's not a bad free signing. Shut up, man. You know what? You know what it is here for me? Yeah, like,
of course, get off your chest, man.
People do this. Like, if something's free, would you still take it if you don't like it, Flawless? Because it's free, you know, but it's free.
Well, you know what? You know what? In life, that's a great analogy. Some people are like that. Some people will take stuff because it's free.
But not 100%. Everything that's free is good.
100. There's a reason why it's free.
But that's what I'm saying.
There's a reason why it's free. More often than not, if a player is free, and obviously this excludes an Mbappe, this excludes certain instances. Most time when players are free is for a bad reason. Why is Rabiot available on a free? Why is Depay available on a free? There's a reason for these things. It's not like an Mbappe situation. It's not like certain situations where it's like, oh, this player is just top quality, and that their club they was at fumbled the back. Big up to Stephanie G. It's like, no, don't go and get Rabiot. See, Jason's saying it. People would literally go and get stuff that's free. People would literally do that.
See, that's the wrong method, man. I think for me personally. Anyway.
Oh, it's foolish.
Yeah, it's very foolish.
Very foolish. Yeah,
to be saying, like, I'm gonna get this player because he's free. Like, I just think it's out. It's out of order, man. It's out of order.
Makes no type of sense.
Nah, don't make no sense, man. You don't do that, man. You don't do that. You don't just get someone just because he's free. You just don't.
You're saying that like penny pinching. It's like, no, if you really want to go and get someone,
and I've also watched him. I'm like, it's like,
he's not special. Again, he's not standard. The players we're talking about here, it's not tough to go and find what Rabiot finds is nothing. What Rabiot does is nothing special.
Yeah, what he gives you, it's nothing special.
What he gives you, he's technically decent, good ball carrier. That's not hard to find.
Yeah,
I'm saying. See, Eriksen was one of them. Like at the time, Eriksen was that's a good free transfer at that point.
Yeah,
I was like, Eriksen, that's shrewd business. That's smart.
But you know what it is.
Now we trying to go and get. It's a different time. Now we're trying to go get. Hey, we need first team. We're literally losing Casemiro potentially. Our midfield is bare as it is. Quality. We can't be messing around with frees. Now, if we were to go and sign a Casemiro-like quality player for midfield, and then you add Rabiot on a free, and then add another midfielder. That's a whole different conversation.
Whole different conversation.
Whole different conversation.
Is it a Mason Mount thing? If you add Mason Mount to this and that, you know what I mean? You're like, yo, like, that's not bad, you know?
Yeah, like him as just like squad player. It's like, even though I'm not a fan of his, it's like I get like it's first teamers. What's our midfield options right now? Because Amrabat's probably not coming back. So let's say Casemiro's leaving. So currently our midfield is Maino, McTominay, Bruno, Mason Mount,
Eriksen. Yeah,
that's the 5.
And that 2 could leave. 2 could leave.
Right, who's the 2 that are
maybe
leaving?
3?
Oh yeah, let's say Eriksen's leaving.
I don't think McTominay's staying.
McTominay stays. So let's take Eriksen out of it because he could leave.
And
or you want to keep him. That 5, I took Casemiro out of it already. Yeah. That 5 is awful.
Yeah.
That 5 is what? Maino, McTominay, Eriksen, Mount, Bruno is our 5. Yeah. Let's say hypothetically. That is not only is it short in terms of quantity, it's short in terms of quality too. Because you want 2 players for each position, so you want 6. Woeful in terms of quality. What is that? What is there in that? Take Maino out of it, because I think Maino's quality people. Yeah, so let's take Maino out of it. Let's take Maino. Then you're left with McTominay, Bruno, Mount, Eriksen. Give me a functioning midfield out of that.
Also, it's like, how are you supposed to now develop the tactical nous of the team?
What are you getting with that midfield?
But where's the upgrading?
What's the best midfield? What's the best midfield there? The crazy part is Rabiot plays there. If you bring in Rabiot into that, he plays.
He plays alongside Mainu.
So we're saying Maino, Rabiot, and Bruno would be our best midfield trio.
Yeah.
And then let's say an injury to Maino happens, who you bringing in? You're then playing what? McTominay, Rabiot, and Bruno.
Yeah. Tommy, Rabiot, Bruno. Yeah. Yeah. But I want to know though, like, if you don't enhance this midfield, like, where are we gonna go in terms of like tactically now? Like, we're just the same team, but you've just given the manager a new year. Like, is anything gonna change? Because normally when you bring in different players, you're like, yeah, but the manager always wanted this player. We didn't get him that. So therefore we didn't have the style of play of Ten Hag. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't get De Jong, for example. One of the reasons why United have failed apparently is because we didn't get De Jong in, and therefore United didn't play their style of football.
De Jong is a quality player. Do not get this misunderstood. But De Jong is not the only player who of his ilk. Is he one of the better ones? Yeah, but go get a De Jong like.
Yeah.
We didn't go and get a De Jong like.
Yeah. This is crazy, isn't it? When you deep it like that, it's like
the
whole world revolves around one player, your whole style of play. This is why I always say to like United fans is like, when whoever's Ten Hag in, it's like, but we didn't get that player, did we? Oh, you know what, man? He didn't have this Sandro and that, and Luke Shaw. I'm like, is that your whole style of player based on them 2 players?
On Luke Shaw in 2024. You deserve what you get, knowing he's been injury prone.
You've got to have something else about you, man. If you're gonna keep doing that, like, you know what I mean, and just relying on individuals to carry you. Do you know what I mean? Though, like, you can't do that, bro.
Pure foolishness, fam.
It's for me. It's just it's not great, man. I don't think it's a great precedent to set, man. I really don't.
It's really not. And again, it ties back into us relying on individuals rather than the system being there.
Yeah. And I worry about technically as well next year, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I think the league's gonna get better next year again, man. The coaching's gonna get better. I think Glasgow one more year in. I think Marco Silva's a good manager. I just think, man, there's good managers in the Premier League, And if they get half decent players in, it's not like a David Moyes now who's, he's like, oh, what do I do with Paqueta and then man in midfield? You know what I mean? You're getting guys like Glasgow. You're getting
we're weaker now. Currently on paper with the Varane loss. Because obviously we can talk speculation, but Varane, like us losing, because we was relying on individual brilliance. And then, we're relying on individual quality to see us through. Now we've lost one of our better players. I think arguably our best player we've lost, easily our best defender. So now we've lost him. That is now a big void to fill. Who do we then go and sign? And of course, we're going to sign players. However, are they going to be of quality? And it seems we're going to lose a lot of players, even though some of them not here, like the likes of Sancho, Greenwood, etc. But Martial has now gone. He needs to be replaced. Varane has gone. He needs to be replaced. Like, we all know we need a left back without that. Our midfield is bare. We need 2 bare minimum.
Bare
minimum. If Sancho goes, that's another winger that's needed. If Greenwood goes, that's another attack. I just say attacker needed. Yes, it's going to be a long season, man. I'm not looking forward to it at all. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. We have to wait and see what the situation is, man. We check Marco Silva. I think he's a good manager.
No,
I think, would he be on my biggest list? No, not for me. Not for me. But I think he's a good manager, man. I think it's going to be a very tough league, man. You know what I'm saying to you? So
it could be. Again, it depends on business.
Yeah, business. Yeah.
Window.
So what minimum for you? Minimum signings for you? Like minimum, how many signings for you?
Minimum has to be 4. Bare
4.
minimum has to be a centre back, has to be 2 central midfielders, and has to be a striker. Actually, 5. Scratch that. We need a winger. We're losing too much.
Yeah,
we're losing too much. We've lost the centre for. So, like I said, let's take out the players who weren't here. We've lost Varane. We've lost Martial. So off the jump, that's a centre back and a centre forward. So that's 2 right there. Let's say we lose Casemiro. That's a midfielder right there. Amrabat not on his way back. That's a midfielder. That's 4 already.
Yeah.
And never mind with those 4, we're still short. And then the wingers we're talking about the situation. We really going into the season with Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony as our winger options. Our attacking midfield options are Bruno and Mount. Casemiro gone, we don't have a defensive midfield. Casemiro and Amrabat gone, we don't have a defensive midfielder.
None.
Who's the defensive midfielder? McTominay is not a defensive midfielder. Maino can do defensive work, but he's not a defensive midfielder. Eriksen's not a defensive midfielder, even though he can play in a double pivot, even though that's not his best position. Denmark have been playing him as a 10. He can progress the ball. Who's the defensive midfielder? Look how bad it is. So we lost the best centre back, no defensive midfielders. Our attacking midfielders are Bruno and Mount. We have 1 striker in Højlund. Our wingers are crap outside of Diallo. Fullbacks an issue. We could potentially lose Wan-Bissaka.
That's a lot to do.
Yo, it's
yeah.
I've tried not to think about it.
Yeah.
I've tried not to think about it.
Good job, man. We'll see.
Yo, do you hear what I just said, Saeed?
Yeah, I know. It's bad.
We have no, if Casemiro leaves, we do not have a defensive midfielder.
But that's where Rabiot will come in, man.
He ain't a defensive midfielder. He's a ball carrier.
But that's what I'm saying. That's they'll make it look like it.
Lord,
yeah.
How we do? We don't even have a defensive who can play in a pivot and go, all right, he'll sit like a Casemiro and can do defensive work, like a Kante, for example. Hey, it's going to be a long season. I hope I'm wrong, man, and I hope we have a fantastic window.
Yeah, 100%.
Again, sorted out.
Yeah, me and Flo's double pivot next season, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no. Nah, big Rems. You know why? That's got no mobility in it whatsoever. Technically sound, yes. Technically very sound.
Yeah,
but, hey, mobility, athleticism. True say Saeed been going gym, but we got the strength there. That's from Saeed. But other than that, technically very sound.
Yeah,
well, hey, United want to give you the
pace. I got the, you know what I mean? I got the passing range, but you know what I mean? Zero pace.
For those that know, obviously I played at the Mullen. You shout out to Months.
Yeah, you did your thing, man.
Hey, love, man. Appreciate that. We did. Months did a watch along with Cass. Shout out to Cass as well, the whole Never a Foul gang. He did a watch along for the game, so it's on Big 6 Months, and I'm gonna do one in July. Once the Euros and Copa America is over, I'm gonna do a watch along for the full game. It was the full 90. But Months already did one on the Big 6 Man's YouTube channel. I'm going to do one on Sarcasm City TV at some point. I'll shout talks and we're going to do commentary on it so you lot can see.
Oh, man.
I love that. Where's the game? So, yeah, you lot will see. You lot will see the full game.
Big up, man. Big up.
Maybe I get a deal. Maybe I get a deal, man.
Yeah, defo, man. Defo, man. Soon come.
I could hope.
Come on, man. But listen, people, we're going to wrap it up there, man. Big up to everyone who locked in, man. Let's see if we've got at least 500 likes on this video. Minimum, always 500 likes on the video. Let's check right now. 472, guys. 472. So we're less than, 30 away. So get them likes up, people, if you can.
Likes, man. What are we doing?
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Where can I find the video? I think you're going to upload it, innit? You said, innit?
No, so the video, Samson, is Months already did a watch along for it on Big 6 Bands. So that's on the Big 6 Bands YouTube channel. If you go search for that, you'll find it. However, I'm going to get the video off him because I've not actually got it and do a watch along for it on Sarcasm City TV. But I'll do that in July. So it'll be after the Euros and after Copa America. So probably late July, probably sometime in late July, I will do it. So I'm just not sure when. But whenever I will do it, I'll make sure what's it called? I'll let Saeed. I'll let you lot know on here.
Come
I'll let
on,
you lot
yeah,
know on here when I'm gonna do it. 110%, whenever that is.
Yeah,
I'll let
man.
you lot know.
Come on, man.
Without doubt, and then it'll be there for you lot to watch.
Facts. So make sure you check out that one as well.
Hey,
Love everyone for coming on. Make sure we're gonna redirect to Sarkazm City. Make sure you go and like the video when you go to his channel. What you got coming up? What's the show?
Yeah, people. Euro 2024 podcast, Yardman edition. So I'll be with my duns Lex and Kaneki, just talking all things Euros. We'll also talk Premier League and transfers and answer the better questions from the chat as well. For anyone who's seen the show knows it's absolutely mayhem. But big up for having me as always, Saeed, man. Appreciate it. Love. And as well, make sure you follow the Sarcasm City TV playback, because that's where I've been doing Euro 2024 watch alongside on the YouTube. Same with Copa America as well, which is on both. But T20, anyone who's cricket fans as well, South Africa are playing the West Indies tonight, 1:30 a.m. So if you're a cricket fan, get over to the playback as well. Formula One's over there, plus UFC, plus more. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Big up.
There you go. There you go.
For having me.
Come on, man. Always, man. Good show, man. Good show, man. I'll be back later on for the Uruguay game, people, man. So I'll be back live at like 1:30 in the morning. So you lot check in Uruguay, because I actually think Uruguay will win the tournament for me.
Oh, you got Uruguay winning the tournament? Okay.
I'm back in Uruguay. Bielsa ball. You feel me? So see what Palestri's saying.
That's a Bielsa ball, you know.
Yeah, Bielsa ball, man. So I'm gonna see what they say against I think they play Costa Rica. So I think that should be a good game, man. So check out that one. No, actually they're playing Panama. But yeah, check out that game there. Head over to Sarcasm City TV. And I'll see
live
you.
with 5 people. Big up.
5 minutes. There you go, people. We're out. See you.